4, wasn't it? Yeah, time flies, it really does. Monday, October 14th, absolutely elated, believe me. Yeah. Now, I'm just wondering what the drink is. Joined by Olivia Rose. Well, good morning, good afternoon over there.
Yes. Is it morning for you? Good morning for you.
Yes, absolutely it is. It is just after 10 o'clock, so almost smoko for the treaties.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the meantime, Olivia, it has been a little while since we've last met, and now at the moment you've moved on from the schooling that we last knew you with. You're pretty much at a university now, aren't you?
I'm doing my music, so I graduated high school, and now I'm doing my music full time, split with nannying. So I nanny a little 3-year-old boy.
Okay, believe me, that's a great job. It really, really is. Lots of responsibility there, and I'm sure he's a little treasure as well.
Yeah, he can be some days.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, Olivia Rose, we're going to do Hometown Sundowns. Now, I absolutely love this track. Now, refresh my memory. What was the lyrics about?
Yeah, so I wrote Hometown Sundowns, I guess, a while ago now. It was released in 2016. It's about my hometown. I'm actually here sitting in the house I grew up in. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada, so I'm at my parents' house right now. And yeah, the song is written about my hometown. It's called Elk Point. It's a tiny little town of 1,400 people. And the song is just about getting back to the things that you love, the simple things in life, like your family, having just a really, really great time, basically.
You know, I can fully understand that. I really, really can. Let's play Hometown Sundowns right here we go. See, here's Olivia Rose.
Like that, I could never.
I'm sorry?
I get nervous when I even do live interviews. It's usually all pre-recorded for me, so I don't know how you do that. Your radio talk show hosts are amazing.
Thank you. Lots of practice, I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it more than twice now. But believe me, Olivia, it is an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to you, especially with our listeners this morning. And share a few secrets and a few bits and pieces. Now, I am going to ask you how we can get hold of you, because the fans really want to know if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, places like that, and of course whether you respond or not. So I'll put that in there as well. At the same time, we'll talk a little bit about your awards, and of course, I think summer is starting to run out there at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, it's full time, almost winter here. It's getting really cold. We're dropping into the minuses now.
So now's a good time to be writing new songs and new work, is that right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because country music definitely here happens way more in the summertime with all festivals and stuff like that. So in the wintertime is usually when I get most of my behind the scenes businessy work stuff done, and planning a new single release right now, and songwriting.
Nice, because I'm going to ask you all about that, because I'm just wondering if there's a new album on the way. I'm really tantalised about it.
There's no new album coming yet. I have a new single that is just sitting ready to go, just being planned right now, which is, I really, really love it. It's called Gold.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has a really cool feel. It's a little bit different than Put It Like That and my other stuff. It has more of a, if you know, Maren Morris, or like Miranda Lambert, a little bit more of a grungy feel to it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I'm really excited. For an album or an EP, it's definitely something that I'm working towards right now. But I'm kind of focused on doing singles right now.
Sure. Believe me,
yeah.
I fully understand where you're coming from. Well, let's go back to the desk. But in the meantime, Barbara, who's on Facebook with us?
Janet Coates.
Janet Coates.
Tina from Germany. Hi, Tina. Haven't seen
Tina.
you for a while. My friend Vicky. Hi, Vix. Love you. And Margarita.
Nice. Well, enjoy this because, believe me, Olivia Rose, little darling, we've been following her now for a couple of years, is back, and I'm so happy to see her. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 11 after 10 o'clock. It is 15 degrees downtown legally. Yep, heading for that high today. The weatherman says 16 degrees. I think we'll do that easily. Monday, October 14th, and of course that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit, for those overseas that do the Fahrenheit thing. But I can tell you 85 degrees Fahrenheit in this room right now. It's starting to heat up. It really, really is. So for you folks in America, you can understand. You can. No air conditioning. Yeah. And of course, Olivia, welcome back. You may notice that the set has slightly changed since the last time we sort of moved buildings. In fact, we bought a new one.
Whoa, congratulations.
Yeah, we needed to do that. We really, really did. And we're just starting to settle in quite nicely now. I gotta be honest with you. I can actually find things now.
That's always the joy about moving.
Yep.
Usually difficult, but then at least you're organized.
Yeah, you know, for a long time there, I couldn't find the box that had the producer in it. I was going without a production team for a good couple of months, I got to be honest. Just couldn't find them anywhere. Really couldn't. Now, at the same time, summer's pretty much running out and you're coming into wintertime now. I presume this is the time now to sit down and start writing new work?
Yeah, for country music over here, it's definitely more of a summertime thing with lots of outdoor festivals and camping and all that kind of stuff. So once it becomes more winter, you can't do all that stuff, and it's kind of the time where I get to actually sit down, do some more writing, get some more businessy stuff done. I have a new single in the works, so getting ready and planning for that takes a lot of work. But then again, you're cooped up inside, can't go outside, so you might as well do something.
Fair enough too, but at the same time, now you've got a little something in the works, as you say. Kind of hoping that you'll come back again and let us help release this to the world with you.
Yes, I would love to.
Awesome, absolutely awesome. Of course, now at the same time, you said businessy things. I suppose we should give a shout out to Jen Perry as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
You know,
I don't know if she's listening right now. She might be, but I think she's at work. But, yes, I will send this over to her for sure.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to get a copy of this, the video of this. So, Jen Perry, manager, job well done. You're doing it right. You really, really are. Absolutely stunning artist in her own right is Olivia Rose. Now, Olivia, at the same time, I know the fans are going to want to know this. How do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, being the basis these days of the modern fan base, do you respond?
Of course I do, yeah. I've been on Facebook since I was able to first get a page when I was 10 years old. And, and yeah, I've grown up in the digital age, so I'm on absolutely everything. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything is at Olivia Rose Music. And if you message me on, especially Instagram, definitely. I love to connect with fans and stuff in that way. It's amazing. It's such a great tool.
Now, at the same time, how do we buy your music? Are you on Spotify? Are you on iTunes? Places like that, Amazon? And more importantly, do you have a website maybe we can direct our listeners to so that you can go and have a look? And maybe, not only that, do you have a merch store there?
Yeah, so I actually don't have merch right now. That is part in the works for my next single coming up. That is also something that we're looking at right now. But yeah, I'm on anywhere you want to get your music, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, wherever. And my website is oliviarosemusic.com.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm not going to apologise because now you're going to end up with another 5,000 Facebook fans.
Perfect.
A lot of work there, I've got to be honest with you. Now, let's talk about some of the people you've opened for, and believe me, this is an impressive list. Brett Kissel, Aaron Pritchard, Chad Brownlee and Charlie Major. Now, these guys are famous in the music industry. Did you get to meet them?
I did, every single one of them. They're really great. One person that you don't have on that list is George Canyon, and he actually invited me up on stage and let me play his guitar for his whole audience.
Nice. That really is a great touch. It really is. Now, at the same time, you're quite a proficient at taking away awards. You really, really are. Everybody's recognised you, and believe me, awards in Rising Star 2016 and 2017 at the Edmonton Music Awards, that must have been a great night.
It really was. Especially the second year, I was nominated, but I definitely did not think I was going to win. I was like, oh no, 2 years in a row, like no way. And so I was sitting there actually rooting for my friend who was sitting like right in front of me, and I was like, Haley, and they called my name. And I just sat there and I went, what? And then Jen, sitting beside me, went, you, get up there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to get up on stage. I had nothing prepared. And I know everyone says that. Everyone's like, oh, I had nothing prepared. I had nothing prepared. So I got up there. I said my thing. Completely don't remember it. And then afterwards, everyone was like, beautiful speech, Olivia. That was so well done. I was like, glad someone remembers it, because I don't.
Nice, absolutely brilliant. Now, 2016 Major Youth Award as well. Your second single gave you the title of the Top 10. Originally in the CBC Song Quest. Now, tell me about the CBC Song Quest.
Yeah, so it's really great. It's really awesome because you get to interact with lots of people online, because there's lots of online voting for it, and there's different, what's it called? I just blanked. There's different rounds you have to go through, so getting to top 10 was really, really, really special. That was awesome.
Yeah, believe me, I know exactly what you're talking about. Of course, we talked to people from the Canadian Country Music Association and the British Canadian Country Music Association as well. We talked to all of these people, and their processes of whittling it down. Really, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, to be honest. That's hard.
I don't know how they do it.
No, that's hard work. It really, really is hard work. But believe me, I can see you picking up not only maybe a British Canadian Country Music Award in the future. I really can see that. But I can also see you taking out the Canadian Country Music Awards as well. I really can see you doing that. And it's not going to be too far.
Can't wait for the day that I'm up there on TV singing at the Canadian Country Music Awards.
Well, you know, when you do, just think there's an old fella down here, down under, that's rooting for you saying, told you so.
Aw, that's sweet.
Really am. Really, really am. Now, at the same time, let's go a little old school, Olivia, and believe me, I got to say this because it's written here, Olivia Rose Leaf. We've dropped the leaf now.
Yeah, so my full name is Olivia Rose Leaf, but Olivia Rose is my first name, and I think it's just easier, just Olivia Rose.
Fair enough too. So, let's talk about Makeup to Mud. This is an old fave of mine.
Yeah, I wrote Makeup to Mud when I was only 11 years old. I wrote it with two really good friends of mine who are, they're called the Doll Sisters, and they're sing very gorgeous Celtic music, actually. And they were kind of like a support system for me. They were older than me. Like, they were like older sisters to me. And that was my first co-write I'd ever done with them over Skype. And, so I wrote that song when I was 11 years old. I started it in this house downstairs in my bedroom. And I recorded it when I was 13 and released it when I was 14 years old, my very first single. It was really, really fun. It's something I'll never forget it, because it was my first time doing a photo shoot for a single and going into all the radio stations and talking about it and singing on all these radio stations. And it's really just about any kind of girl who likes to go from makeup to mud and doesn't mind getting a little bit dirty.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love it. I really do. And it's a real pleasure to be able to play it again here at Galaxy. And believe me, we play you in about 3 or 4 different shows, including the 16 Hours of Country on a Sunday. Believe me, you're in there. Here at Galaxy 107 FM is Olivia Rose and Make Up to Mud. Getting warm, Barbara?
It is, very much so.
How you feeling?
Good, how are you?
Oh, absolutely brilliant, mate. I'm absolutely loving it. What are you drinking?
Just water.
Oh, spoil sport.
In a,
She's got to
in a
drive
very
to her
beautiful cup
boyfriend's
that has
place.
chickadees. Do you guys have chickadees?
Yeah.
It's a bird.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
We have
Okay.
tons of here.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
a sparrow.
It's like a sparrow, yeah. It is
She's got
like
to
really
drive
tiny.
2.5 hours to a boyfriend she had for Thanksgiving.
Okay, so
Got to have water.
got to have water, is that why?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to drink and drive.
No,
That's a
right.
good
She's
idea.
sensible.
Yeah, absolutely. I like sensibility. I really do.
I drank a little too much last night, so.
Good on you. Good on you. Time to do a little water and then tear right back into it when you get to your destination, right?
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
How the night's gonna go.
Very cool.
I see Manny left a message before.
Yeah, I saw Manny had
Yeah,
left
because
the
I've been talking to him and he couldn't find us, but
He's
he
found
has-
us now.
Yeah,
Right.
cool.
Yeah, our next interview, Manny Cabot, he is a former runner-up of The Voice,
Season 9.
Oh, that's
See-
really cool.
season 9, apparently.
Ah,
And now he mentors everybody that goes on there.
yeah, that's
And
awesome.
He's also a fashion photographer.
Huh.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah,
Jack of
absolutely.
all trades.
Let's go back to the desk and we'll talk about. I think I've asked you in the past about coming to New Zealand.
Yeah, I think you have. I mentioned my sisters lived there for a little while,
Yeah, so
and they
let's-
loved it.
Let's talk about that.
All right.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM and talking to Elk Point's favourite daughter. Absolutely loving this, I really, really am, is Olivia Rose. Now, Olivia, you've been in the music industry. I think your family got you involved at a very young age, is that right?
Yeah, I always have been a performer and a songwriter, and I was just lucky enough to have parents that were able to see that and support me. So I've been doing it since I could walk.
Now, the last time we spoke, and believe me, it has been a long time between drinks, I've got to be honest with you, and it's nice to see that you're not drinking and driving just yet. Get to your destination and get tore up from the floor up there. But
Thanksgiving with my family is pretty crazy. Lots of wine.
nice, absolutely nice. I hope you've managed to get a bottle of New Zealand.
I drank a bottle of New Zealand wine last night.
Really?
I don't remember what. Yeah.
Was it something like Montana?
I'm not sure. My sister bought it, but yeah, I went into the Wine and Beyond store and I was like, "King, go to the New Zealand section because that's where my favorite wine is from."
Nice. Now, at the same time, we spoke about getting you down here, down under, in the Antipodes, the last conversation. Now, at the same time, you've had, is your sister still living here?
No, not anymore. But two of my sisters, I have 4 sisters. 2 of them lived over in New Zealand for I think 8 or 9 months. And they absolutely loved it, and they talk about it all the time. And yeah, I'd love to come visit. It seems like a beautiful country.
It really, really is, and we would love to show you around. Now, I'm not sure whether we asked you about some of the crazy things we do here, though.
Oh, like what?
Well, have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
I can tell you that I've never heard of that.
Believe me, I'll get Barbara to send you the instructional video. You're going to love this. But what we do is it's like, you must be familiar with a caterpillar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a caterpillar on steroids. It's big, it's white, it's got a black head. And what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, bite off the head. Don't eat the head, it's yucky. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Ew. Ew. I don't want to do that.
Well, maybe a few, I don't know, something to wash it down might help either side of that. But we have a thing here, Olivia, called the Wild Foods Festivals, and the indigenous folks of New Zealand, the Maori, still eat them, would you believe, today. And yes, I'll send you a video just to make you aware that we are crazy, and I'm not joking. But at the same time, we'll take you down to Queenstown, and well, Barbara, we'll throw her off a bridge.
No, she's not going.
Yeah, she's not going.
No.
Yeah, she is. we have a thing here in New Zealand called bungee jumping.
Yeah, we're bungee jumping here.
Nice. Well, we have some of the most picturesque ways and the scenery. You know, perfect ways of being able to just, I don't know, throw you off into a crevice.
Perfect. I actually that is on my bucket list to go bungee jumping. So
Brilliant.
I'll do that one.
Brilliant.
Maybe not the worm thing, but I can do the bungee jumping.
Well, okay, then if you're not going to do the worm thing, the hoo-hoo grub, maybe we could do a bit of paragliding together.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah.
Nice, because believe me, I am a member of a local club around here and do it quite often in the summertime, I got to be honest. Not so game in the winter, might end up in a lake. Those crosswinds are weird, they really are. Now, at the same time, have you ever heard of a zorb?
A zorb?
Yes.
Is that the big ball that you go in on the water?
Yeah, well...
Okay, I've never done it, but I've seen that before.
Okay, well, we can do it either on the water or put you on a hill and just push you down a hill.
Down. That sounds like I would throw up, but it'd be worth it.
Well, you know, it's always fun to have a few juices beforehand to see what sort of juices come out afterwards. Now, I'm sure I've invited you to New Zealand to come and see, you must be familiar with Lord of the Rings.
Of course, yeah. It was shot in New Zealand, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Absolutely, Sir Peter Blake. Peter Blake. My goodness, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Anyway, Middle Earth, just about an hour and a half away from where we are right now, and we can go and see the original set.
That's amazing. Yeah, the little hobbit houses and stuff. That's really cool.
Yes, that's exactly it. And believe me, it is an absolute picturesque place to be. Been there many, many times, and I'm sure you'll love it.
Nice.
At the same
Have you ever been skidooing?
Yes, I have. Absolutely love doing that as well. Nothing like getting a bit of snow under you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's only something we do here in the wintertime, that's for sure.
Nice. I don't suppose you go out and do any trapping and get any of those furs and stuff, do you?
My family does it, but I definitely know people that do.
Fair enough too. Believe me, hardy people to do that. I wouldn't want to do that for quids or even go out looking for gold or any of that sort of stuff. No, you can keep that. Even oil. Yeah, you know, you're out in the middle of, you know, no thank you. I'm quite happy here where it actually doesn't snow ever.
Yeah, I know. Well, I like the snow. It gets really cold and sometimes it gets a little bit too long with lots of snow, but I like the Canadian winters.
Yeah, fair enough too. But you're used to them. I'm certainly not. I don't like the cold.
Yeah.
I went to university in Dunedin, and believe me, I spent 5 years down there. In the wintertime, if you're in icicle, you're lucky. No, thank you. Absolutely hated it. Came up the other end of the country where it's much warmer, and yeah, believe me, and we see the light of day first in the world, actually, on this side of the this side of the island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we absolutely love to see the daylight every morning, and no, we're the first ones in the world to see it. That's cool. It really is. Yeah. Now, we are here for a purpose, Olivia, and believe me, I have been chomping at the bit to get this one underway to talk all about Put It Like That. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so Put It Like That is my brand new single. I wrote it with my really good friend Drew Gregory, who is another amazing country musician out of Alberta, Canada, or where I am. And we just sat down one day on Skype. Actually, I do lots of writing on Skype. And I was like, hey, I have this idea for this song. And we started writing it. It's a pretty happy, poppy love song. And then we got to the chorus, and we're like, well, you know what? This kind of sounds like whoever this guy is in this story isn't treating this girl like very, very good. So it's kind of interesting because it has that dynamic where it sounds really happy and lovey and poppy. But if you really listen to the lyrics, it's a little more of a maybe she shouldn't be going back to this guy. But in the end, there is some hopefulness, and like it might work out. Maybe if you put it like that, it might work out this time.
You know, I get it. Now, at the same time, where did you get this recorded? Who produced it?
Yeah, so I worked with a really, really amazing producer. His name is Bart McKay. He works really closely with Brett Kissel on all of Brett Kissel's stuff. And I met him at CCMA's a few years ago, and we got to talking, and I let him know, hey, I love your stuff. I would love to work with you on this. So I sent him some of my songs. He sent some of songs that have been sent to him from songwriters, and we whittled it down to we're going to do 2 songs, which were both songs that I wrote. So Put It Like That, and my new single that's going to be coming out after the new year, Gold. And yeah, he's amazing. He's CCMA nominated and winner. And that happened in Saskatchewan, which is just the province over from Alberta here.
You know, I love it. I really, really do. So, for the first time here at Galaxy, we are premiering Put It Like That. Here's Olivia Rose. Getting warm here. It really is. Why does that always happen? As soon as we start doing interviews, the temperature runs up. How you feeling, Olivia?
Good, really good.
Nice, nice. So what we're going to do is we will wrap this up here after this, but don't go anywhere. We've got a couple of things that we normally do, including take a couple of crazy photos. You can put them on your wallpaper, show your friends. Don't do this with Kiwis. It's not healthy. At the same time, we'll do a quick video because we'll put you on our website with the amount of traffic that we have. They don't just download us and stream us. They get nosy and have a, sometimes I feel very oogled. You know what I mean? I really do. But they have a look. So what we do is we put a little shout out on the home page.
Okay,
Then
awesome.
they go and have a look and see who's what and where and when. And again, before you know it, you'll have a whole heap more friends.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
No, I like it. Because then you get to see people comment on things, and you can answer them, and then you create really awesome connections with people that like your music, which is really sweet.
It is, and believe me, Olivia, it's all about your music, and we really congratulate you. We can't wait to have you back again. We really, really can't. And we'll have a little talk about Gold, a little, teaser.
Yeah.
If that's okay. Yeah, please, because I'd really love you to come back again. At the same time, Olivia, next time you're in a studio or anywhere around a decent microphone, how would you like to go, hi, this is Olivia, you're listening to Galaxy 107 FM, something like that we can play here.
Yeah.
Keep you rolling.
Yeah, right after this, I'll record it on my phone and I'll send it to you.
Okay, make it in a MP3 format, will you?
Yeah.
Cool, because that way our system will work with it.
Perfect. I would love to do that.
Nice, absolutely brilliant.
I think they're called.
Yeah. Dancers, stingers, you name it. People have voiceovers, you name it. They call them all sorts of things. We just call them useful.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the desk.
All right.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. That thing's dangerous, Barbara. It really is. You do so well with it, though. You really do. And 24 away from 11 o'clock, it is 15 degrees downtown. Talking live to Olivia Rose coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Well, in fact, Elk Point. Never going to be any more famous than it is right now, is it?
Probably not.
Believe me, you have millions around the world. 64 countries literally tuned in this morning. 94, thank you. 94 cities around the world, including little provinces, places like that, including China. It's nice to have them along as well. But Olivia, that is a premiere for us right here, put it like that. But we have a little tidbit that gold is on its way.
Yes. A little bit of a teaser for you guys. I haven't talked about it on the radio yet, but my next new single coming out in the new year, it's called Gold. And all I'll say about it, it's a little bit grungier than the stuff that I've been doing right now, and I really like it.
You know, you've got me really excited now. You really, really do.
Good.
So, will you come back again, and can we release Gold to our listeners?
Yes, I would love to do that. That'd be amazing. Let's do it. We'll book it right now. The first week that the song comes out, I'll be on the show.
Awesome. I tell you what, keep in touch with Barbara because she would love to be able to see this through, literally see it through. Now, at the same time, and I've got to be honest with you, we take our promotions of our stars, and believe me, your family, you're part of our stars lineup, very, very, very seriously, to the point where you can actually... Jodie Medford today, would you believe? These people watch what I wear. Now, if you've got an Olivia Rose t-shirt, how would you like to throw one in for me? That way, maybe down the track when I'm doing another interview with somebody else, you never know, you might be able to superstar on the superstar.
Perfect. Yes, I'll have to send you a shirt, definitely.
Awesome. Would be very, very honoured to wear your brand, Olivia. I really, really would. But at the same time, maybe if we're going to do that, why not throw in a few CDs, a few little bits extra, make it a swag package, and I can give them away to some of our listeners and keep Olivia Rose rolling here at Galaxy.
I love that. Perfect.
Brilliant. Now, I tell you what, I'll get Barbara to send you all the details of everything that you may need to know, including the Zorb. You will love that. You really, really will. I got to be honest with you, a few drinks before you get into that, always, we'll put people in front of you so that, you know, you like Skittles, for instance, always fun to watch the expressions on their face as you roll over top of them.
Yeah. I've also seen it where they put a GoPro in the Zorb ball so that you can see the person inside freaking out.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole deal, you know, it's a lot of fun. It really, really is. Having said that, though, we'll take you to Auckland to have a meal on the harbour. What do you reckon? Take in the ambience, have some wine, and just absolutely enjoy what it's like to be in New Zealand.
I would love that. Yes, that'd be perfect.
Absolutely love it. And, of course, Barbara's favourite sport is shopping, so I'm sure you'll get a bit of that in as well.
Yes.
And
I can definitely shop, that's for sure.
and if you're anything like me, I'd like to go out and get Barbara tattooed.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know whether her husband would like that, but hey, that's something I'm aiming for.
That'd be really fun. My first tattoo gotten in New Zealand. That'd be amazing.
There you go. And believe me, we have a few stars that are coming to New Zealand, all for going out and getting a tattoo and having some fun. Yeah, believe me, maybe I'm a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe, just a little.
Just a little bit. Not too much, just a little. But believe me, it has been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you, Olivia Rose. I know you've got to go off and join the festivities with your boyfriend. Good luck with that. Glad you're not drinking and driving, only water for you. But cheer it up when you get there, won't you?
Of course. Got to open a bottle of New Zealand wine and get going.
Do that. I recommend it. I really, really do. But in the meantime, don't go anywhere. We'll do a couple of crazy photos and a few bits and pieces first. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here's the Eels.